What's up, everybody? This is Rubio. I Go Commando AZ Jeeples here. I'm going to be installing the Apex 2.5 ton steering. It's a tie rod and drag link aluminum. I'm going to be installing that here on the 2018 JL. Got the kit last weekend. Haven't had a chance to put it on, so we're going to do it today. I've already started, just, standard, take the front wheels and tires off, got that done, and then we are going to measure now the old tie rod and drag link, measure it from end to end, and then we are going to measure the drag link end to end and the tie rod. So with that being said, I'll be starting and stopping the video and we'll see how everything goes. Alright, so wheels and tires are off like I said. So we're going to start off with removing the steering right here. You will need a pickle fork to do this. Got me a pickle fork or a ball joint remover. A ball joint and breaker, I should say. Somebody will correct me on that. But pickle fork goes right in between. And then you're just gonna break it loose. Alright, so front steering is all taken off. Drag link and tie rod are gone. I do say take off the steering stabilizer, should be your first thing you should do. I kind of did it backwards. Just makes it a little bit easier. I have to give credit to Apex for their labeling. They make everything so simple to do this. So you've got your drag link and your tie rod. They have everything labeled. If you can see that, DL111 goes to the drag link, and then you've got TR182 goes to the tie rod. So everything is very labeled, very, very well. I have to give them credit for that. Even on the instructions, they say your right, left side, whatever side it is. They even have it labeled on the jam nut. You can see a little notch, and it'll say in the instructions the jam nut will have a notch in it. So they made it very easy to do, and they give you these cool ninja washers. These are actually really cool. They go in between the jam nut and the tube, and then you bend them over. If I stand corrected, the big side goes on the polished aluminum side, and then this side goes on the ends. So they make it very easy for you to do. This is the old tie rod, and then here is the 2.5 ton tie rod and drag link by Apex. Nice and beefy. Can't wait to get this installed. I will have to say, taking apart the drag link off the Jeep, it was a little, the ball joint was stuck on there pretty good. I did have to beat it off with the pickle fork. It did come off, did rip the boot, but this is pretty much junk anyways. It'll probably just go in the Connex for now with all the other Jeep parts. So far I've only had to use a 21 wrench and a 21 socket, and then I believe it's an 18 or a 19 to take off the steering stabilizer. Alright, stay tuned, more coming. What's up, everybody? I am done. If you've watched any of my other videos, I usually make them short and sweet unless I run into difficulty doing something. This kit was definitely very easy. The hardest part was breaking the ball joint off the pitman arm, in my opinion, and then doing all the measurements. I did do this by myself, so using the tape measure and making sure my measurements were perfect, right on. So that was the hardest part. And then I used the Apex chassis bracket for the steering stabilizer. I do have the Falcon stabilizer. You could use the TerraFlex Falcon one that you get when you buy the stabilizer. I had gotten the Apex bracket. I decided to use it, and it matches. It's that nice metal look, so everything matches. The TerraFlex Falcon one is kind of like a polished, is like a painted, so it doesn't look very right. My Ninja washers, I have not adjusted those yet. Those will be bent over after I get the alignment done this afternoon. It does come very close to the body on the Falcon in heavy turn, driver's side, but I think it'll be fine. I'm only doing it for pretty much a drive, 2 miles to the alignment shop. But definitely easy install. Can't wait to test this thing out and see how it does. Apex Chassis did a great job on this. Everything easy install. Like I said, nothing very difficult at all. Love that polished aluminum look. Think it brings out the whole front end of the Jeep. The underneath makes it look awesome. Think I'm gonna see about getting a track bar next. See what they got for front and rear track bars. Apex Chassis, local Arizona company. Got to give a shout out to Joe. He's been the person I've been talking to there. Met him a few months ago at a open house of one of the off-road shops that opened up, and ever since then he has definitely talked me into this kit. Can't wait to test it out. Thank you very much, Apex Chassis and Joe. You guys are amazing. Love the look. 2.5 ton JL steering on a JLU Sport. So this is the Dana 30, like the M186, whatever they call it. So thank you very much, guys, and I will be posting up more pictures soon. What's up, everybody? This is literally all the tools I needed for this install. 21mm socket, what is this? A 7/8 socket, a 18mm socket, 7/8 wrench, 21 wrench, 8mm wrench, 17mm, 1/2 inch ratchet, pickle fork. God, I just drew a blank. Vice grips, and my, of course, take the tires off, needed my lug wrench, and then a little sledgehammer. And then I got the the anti-seize right there. So very easy install. Honestly, definitely an install you could do yourself in your garage. No issues, no problems. Here is the factory tie rod and drag link. Not too beat up, little worn, of course. Don't see any damage on it. Put this in the Connex with the rest of the factory parts, but definitely can't wait to test this whole kit out. And then here we go, the Jeep halfway in the shop, getting ready to pull it out and take it for the alignment.